Hello, so it's Cosmo right here. I'll be playing a 4-stone handicap kind of match versus the AI. I'll put the moose on the board in real time. So yeah, let's get started. White did play actually already, so I'm gonna put the moose on the board. Did approach this way. So it's gonna be a difficult game, but I'm gonna try my best to win against my computer here, and going to kind of commentate at the same time. So here we go. Against this one I probably just will respawn. You could sometimes pinch something around here, but I'm just gonna go solid, respawn here in the corner and see how white will play. So white approached this side here. I think I'll go again and just respawn. Again, you could choose between pinches. Sometimes also kicking could be something you can plan. But the most kind of solid standard move would be just to respawn. So I'm gonna do this and try to keep these sides here and see how white's gonna play. Okay, so white did approach on that side. So as you can see, white is trying to put pressure here, build the left side. Yeah, again I would just respawn. Just see how white's gonna play this one. Attach maybe here. Okay, they play on the bottom right. Again, could just respond here. Could try to pinch something around here, but then you kind of let maybe this 3 point or double approach here. Could go high, thinking about the balance of this. Too low compared to that. Maybe it's better to have like one high, one low. Yeah, this game I'm just going to play like this and see how white's gonna respond. We didn't play any bad moves for now. Okay, white did jump here, it's interesting. So it's trying to put pressure here to this corner. Maybe with 3 points, short hit type of thing. And then maximizing this area. I feel like if I jump, he's just gonna jump this way again. But this is gonna be a standard way to respond. Here, just the corner, if you're gonna protect, be kind of defensive here. Could play way. So if you want to try to fight, you could go and kind of invade here straight away. That could be a thing, but then black is gonna risk some things, some counterplay. Yeah, it's just jump this time. For this game I'm gonna try to play the most kind of calm way possible and see how white's gonna try to create chaos on the board. Okay, so shorter hitting here. So against that one, probably just respond here. That would be the most standard, playing this one, extend and then slide. Just giving this side for white. Not getting blocked here is important for black. You can also just crow this one. Let's push. I'm gonna go for the first move I did kind of think of. So I'm gonna play this. I would think white would extend or jump here. So extend here, standard move. So I think slide to next, maybe I add this kind of weakness over here. Would be kind of what I will want to do here. Then white's probably gonna jump somewhere on the top left, I would suspect. Try to go for a big left side. Oh, okay. Bit more conservative. So I guess jump, maybe I didn't want to have this kind of thing. Okay. That's a bit more solid move from white. So at this point you could kind of think here a little bit. So we have this corner. The four corners are kind of solid for black, but white did get kind of a big left side here. So you could try to reduce this side. We could try to maybe attack on this one, or this one stone there. But how to do it? Yeah, I mean, guess kick here and play something like but then how do you play on this side is kind of difficult. Maybe kick and then playing this kind of a two space move. It's really important. What do you want to play as a plan? So do you want to try to decrease white's potential, or try to maximize your points and then try to decrease later? It's kind of a crossroads here. So could kick, and maybe play something around here. But again, I don't think, maybe this side isn't really interesting. You could say this and not play here, and then just play on the top side, which is much more kind of open to go for. Or something on the right side, like start point, could be okay as well. Yeah, I'll kick here, this one, and try to kind of keep the top right corner and play on the top side, because I think the bottom side is a bit uninteresting. Maybe if you can do something about this cutting point, but I'm not sure. So I just extend. Yeah, so after this one usually just be pincer, something around here. So if you want to go a bit more solid, you could go one line further here, so there's less kind of space in between. So with this one, white can maybe invade here or high here, kind of start fight straight away. But yeah, I want to put pressure on these two stones as much as we can. Yeah, maybe still playing something around here and then play another move. Could be a bit soft, but I'm gonna go for this start point here, just to keep a little bit of a kind of a good distance between the two. And white did kind of jump this way. You can also play this one to put more pressure, but white did choose for this. So locally, if you want to be solid on this side and the corner, this Kosumi is kind of good shape, because even after this one you can still kind of descend and kind of kill the corner. And also preventing short hit from white here. Maybe after this one white's gonna try to invade here. But yeah, I'm gonna respond to have a big right side. So you have two corners, kind of big right side, white has the left. Up to here I think we should be playing okay. So I would suspect maybe something on top side, or yeah, that jump. So white did jump here, increase this left side. So now to respond just here seems a bit slow. I want to go a bit more aggressive against here. Need to pay attention about this not getting too big as well. So that's one thing. So how do you go about attacking these stones? I think it's white also, if you can cap, you can see this area is getting big. So going somewhere fluffy like here seems to be good. I mean, maybe you could go this way and let kind of white have this to go after the top side, but yeah, I think we want to decrease this potential here. It's pretty important. Yeah, I'll play something around here. I mean, it could be slow, we'll see. Putting some slow, kind of long-term pressure to these stones. Yes, so jump seems logical. Trying to go on the outside, decrease also here. Could peep and then respond here. Just get the right side. Because white in a sense has only this one. If you can kind of keep in check here. And we want to continue to put pressure on these stones. Always. Maybe white has some counterplay with this one. But yeah, usually just connect. I think this is an okay move to play here in this case. You're gonna peep and then respond on the right. I mean the connection here is weak, so I need to pay attention about that. To not get cut off and then getting attacked in the center. Maybe putting a move around here could be good to prevent some bad archie around here. Something around here, that move could fix the problems, fix also this kind of invasion. Could be good to play this one. Yeah, because even if white plays here, it's not going to actually be that much of a problem for the corner. So it could be good limiting the center, fixing the kind of weak points, this one here, something around here. Maybe before this, I could try to kick this one and then play here. Let's try to kick. Maybe this move I shouldn't play if I'm not going to respond, so that could be a bad exchange just locally. So white just descended, kind of expected. Yeah, so here I guess something around here. Just trying to fix the problems and keep the points here and decreasing at the same time. So white went for the key point here, really aggressive. I think you want to push and cut here. If I can take this one stone, the corner is still okay. If plays here, I'm just going to just push through. Maybe it's like eyeing some move around here. But yeah, that one definitely going to push at least once and see how white's gonna respond. So if Hane block, I would cut and just take this one stone. Or maybe you could also play Wei, say that this is fine. But where do you play? I mean, jump something around here seems also pretty big. Still reducing that side. The question is how much this connection is worth. White can build some points here, put pressure there. If you connect here, cut here, these problems are gone and still can put pressure somehow. So if cut, white will Atari descend and then white connects, and then you probably take simply like this. You can also just go protect this corner, this one. Because against this, let's say white connects, then you could put a move like Hane or descend, something here, and say the corner is just fine. And also if white connects, you can still kind of go on the outside, like peep here somewhat, maybe. Seems rather big to protect this corner, because next white is going to try to like attach and Hane here. Yeah, I want to put pressure on this one stone somehow. And play here, have some sort of moves. Okay, I'm gonna kick here. Maybe this one cut is better, but I'm going to play this one. So just extend. So the question with this is, yeah, if we play something around here to take away the base, white would try to maybe attach and do something around here. And how scary is that? Or just invading this way and slide. So usually, if you want to be rather simple, just jump, keep the corner. Yeah, I'll jump here. So White's gonna probably try to attach somewhere here later. But for now, I'm gonna play this. Yeah, so connecting. Against that one, actually, if you play White might play a move here. Could be possible. And it's pretty bad RG, so I'll just honey get the corner. And attach maybe could be an endgame that White has. Honey just extend here and play something right there. I'm gonna honey this one. So White blocks. Going to just connect here and keep the points in the corner. White did protect here because there was some bad RG around here with this cutting point. And this way actually kind of decrease this kind of area. Maybe also aiming at this kind of weakness around there. Okay, so I have 3 corners. White has this, but not much else. Could play on this side of the board. Could try to reduce with jump. Yeah, what to do here? You could try to continue playing moves like peep and then maybe playing this one to put some long-term pressure. Continue with this kind of plan. Yeah, something around here, putting kind of an attacking pressure on these 2 stones. Also, there's a weakness here that could be a problem. But I don't know how to really play here. Something like this. So you could just go full endgame. Just fix your weak points. Yeah, jumping here looks like a move that is quite important, decreasing here. If we can't do that, we can feel comfortable. Although playing something around here, try, yeah, again, put pressure and maybe using this kind of cutting point could also be really interesting. Yeah, I kind of don't know. White also, something around here seems nice to build some points. The question is White going to attach here? Trying to continue with this kind of a left side build. And comparing to this one, which one is bigger? Yeah, I'll jump here. I think there's more uncertainty with this weakness and a center kind of shape, but I mean, this is probably too direct. White will cut a pincer, and then I don't know how, but to value this one stone, so probably he's playing something around here to increase points around here as well. One thing about this attachment, yes, you can increase here, but you fix kind of the weak points around there. So that might be the reason why white is not going to play something around here. Maybe like this kind of a point. You know what? I'm gonna play this move because it just feels very good to play. And we can continue with the attack on these two stones on the bottom side. Wow, anyways, there's some... I guess white is testing ourselves with this move. I mean, I think you should just kick here. Maybe there's some endgame stuff going on. Yeah, I mean, just kick and then bump. Uncomfortable situation here. But yeah, just kick and seems to be just endgame things. If we play this point, white to extend and then play this kind of slide. If you really are scared, you could just play this one and then go back, but that would also be sente. Yeah, I think we need to play this one and kind of ask what is the kind of problem there. So yeah, bump. Question here is, do you just extend or just feel a liberty? Both look interesting. But as for the corner kind of capturing race, is probably better to play this one because you might attach here. Hey, this one white's gonna try to cut straight away. Yeah, I'll just bump here. Also, you can take away this Cosmo in center. Compend it here. We'll see what white has here. I don't think there's much to do. Yes, we jump. So I need to put a move there. If not, actually might kind of try to increase here, but attach white will try to honey and make this core type of thing. Very difficult moves coming from white. I would think this is fine though. Just white can get some outside moves. Are we eyeing with something around here? Attach, cut. else think, but yeah, attach here this one honey and just connect. The capturing race there is like 5 versus all the outside, so yeah, we should be good. Just going to attach. Maybe is there some trick stuff going on? Yeah, gonna attach. Don't know if this is the best, but going to go with this, and if we can kill the corner, it should be fine. So against this one, just honey out first line. Yeah, so white did kind of play away, because the corner is kind of dead. There's nothing to do apart from kind of peeping here. So against attaching, yeah, I was kind of expecting this to come. The corner here, there's no need to be some support. So you could just jump this way. Again, kind of eyeing at this weakness here. And then let white play this kind of moves. But obviously extend could be also a big one. Because getting Hanet and Atari here locally is kind of painful. But yeah, maybe you could say there's still this cutting point left and we can kind of peep from this side, so we're kind of fine. And if our priority is to aim at this cutting point, then playing something around here is more important than to just not get surrounded, because even if you get surrounded, you have this, so it should be fine. So yeah, something around here, like that would be the most solid, just jump. Maybe knight's move to have a bit more pressure to there. The problem with 2 space, there's too much weakness, so I would kind of avoid this. Maybe this there is here, and then try to honey type of thing. Yeah, jump should be fine. Like peep, attach, can honey cut. Don't see too many things. Yes, jump. Maybe there was some other move here, but I'm just gonna play it this way. So Hane Atari is all good. Just going to block. Playing this kind of move, there is this push and 3 pointers, so it's really important to block here. So Atari, you connect. And now I can say there's still this cutting point peeper here. Yeah, that seems really big to kind of invade this one, kind of asking questions. If you block, white's gonna try to use this kind of a Hane threat to connect and maybe poke around here. I guess against this one, I think we need to just simply not block here, so that there might be some RG around here as well. If you block this way, just white's going to play something around here. So just connecting on first line, let white kind of profit a little bit there. Threaten next to turn. and take these two stones, this one. So let white connect, take center, and just jump something in the center. Yes, I'm gonna block here. Just fixing my problems, because I think if you just do so, black is running ahead in territory overall. So yeah, I was wondering if white going to play something there, but just go back. So because now it's strong, white might want to attach this way. But yeah, getting Hanet here could put pressure in the corner. That's don't want to get disconnected here. So I guess Hane is kind of an important point. Also keeping the point somewhat there. Yeah, we're gonna Hane here. Just block. Don't want to get disconnected here. So against this one, the question is, do you block? If you can, you probably want to block here, because there's going to be this cut. Question is, white's going to cut here, and how much kind of bad archie is there. Yeah, so block cut here, maybe something on here again. Similar move that I just showed before. But yeah, we have some support here. I guess we just jump and try to kind of limit the attack on these two stones, if there is one. Yeah, I'm gonna block. Like, just this one seems to be a bit too passive, so I'm gonna block here. And white's gonna cut and use this kind of a one stone. Ah, jeez, cut and connect. Maybe just gonna move around here. Yeah, just extend. Okay, this. I was thinking that one there's net. Yeah, white can save these two stones. So there's a few ways to think about it. Do you let white kind of connect to this side, get the outside type thing? Actually, this one, there might be push this and then push this way and cut here. Maybe need to Kusumi. You could give up these two stones, kind of just push all the way. That's pretty big to give up. Yeah, just Kusumi. That would be the strongest move right here. So this one, white can push and cut this way. So yeah, this is not going to be too good. So probably playing here, saving this, and then just pushing. Hane, cut. Yeah, the corner should be fine. If jump, we can always cut there. So I just Kusumi it here. It's not disconnected, these stones, as you can see. Maybe aiming at this kind of point as well. With block and Kusumi here. So you could try to go for, okay, I respawn here, and then try to deal with attacking these stones, try to live. But we need to consider this forcing moves here. That one, probably something around here, because white can also play here. So this is forcing. So is there eye shape around here? Maybe it could be difficult. Yeah, if white can kind of play this move, maybe the whole center group is in trouble. Interesting point. And probably maybe playing somewhere around here to kind of aim at this cutting point. Yeah, this seems good to me. Because let's say if this is sent there against the corner, you prefer to have the stone on here rather than this one. Maybe there's also here. The one Hane, wedge, extend. Yeah, it should be kind of fine. Could also eye at this weakness and here. So I'm going to try to play a move that reduces the center. Eye at these two weakness. So let me go play move around here. Yeah, so I was kind of expecting this kind of fixing of weakness there. So this Hane shouldn't really work. There's this pier here. You just cut. Maybe Atari first. Okay, so maybe it does work. Can you play a move like this, Kosumi, and fix this at the same time? Protect the corner? That would be pretty nice if you can do so. Maybe with a move like this one, that should be... yeah, that should be 100% fine if you play here. Yeah, so Hane is a problem. You probably need to protect somehow. Yeah, I think here. So you want to protect the most effective way possible. If that one, you can Hane from the bottom side and be fine. Yeah, so white's gonna try to attack on this group. Cut off this stone, gain some points here. Also, I add this weakness around here. Yeah, the eye shape of this group isn't like too clear. Maybe need to give up these stones in order to put a move somewhere around here. There's a bit of attachment Aji that I kind of don't really like. Maybe you push once here and then jump, because then attach you can hane and kind of atari once. I don't think white is not going to block, because if you connect, there's also going to be weakness there a bit. Maybe jump to... The reason why you shouldn't push here is maybe black's gonna push this way later. Yeah, maybe don't play this one. I want to actually go at this kind of weakness. You could maybe give up here if you can gain something on this area. That could be a plan. We have enough points. Should be good enough. We're limited here. Now the question is how we deal with this group in the center, pretty much. Yeah, we might kind of peep this way, threaten to cut off. Here, so maybe you don't peep, you just cut and extend. Seems a bit greedy to do so. Yeah, if you jump somewhere around here, then this cut might become a real problem. But I'm just wondering about this kind of attachment type of move. You know what, I'm gonna push here. Probably isn't like the best move, but it should fix a little bit concerning the center area. So white would, yeah, block. Then jump something around here. Just trying to ask questions on the bottom side. Yes, white did kind of play here. So it's really sneaky trying to go surround the whole group here. So we need to be careful about this mainly. I think white will try to peep from the outside type of move later. Could just simply jump, but then there's this kind of peep. Maybe Kosumi here and then attach Kosumi this way. Could be good. Or maybe knight's move here, you threaten to cut. That could be good. I think to respond here, white can get some forcing moves and then it could be a problem for the center. So I'm not gonna play anything there. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna play here. Reducing at the same time the left side and then aiming at the cut there. So I guess white's plan is just to push through here. Kind of didn't read about this move right here. Should we just let white kind of push this side and kind of protect here? Yeah, so block there's going to be this and honey. I think this is what white wants to do. Could play somewhere around here and say we have ladder breaker. Kind of seems big to give up this area if you just cut like Atari Connect, for example. But maybe if we can have some counterplay here, it's okay to give up a little bit on this side of the board, because we got our kind of a weakness fixed over there. Maybe there's also this kind of peep and then push through and cut this way, actually, when I think that is a bit more problematic, because now this area is way bigger than I thought. Yeah, that was a good move. Maybe should have attached this way. It's a more solid way to deal with this kind of problem. And if there's a way to counterplay here, I would like to think about it though. Not very nice from Katago here. Maybe we need to have some sort of a time limit on ourselves, because using a bit too much time on each move. might already be in trouble a little bit, because that one I just don't see. I mean, maybe you could play a move like this, and this is ladder breaker. As crazy as it is, maybe this one is good. If you can push through, I don't mind getting a bit kind of damage on this side. But then push through there. White can maybe save this. But then, okay, you can damage the left side. Yeah, I'm gonna try to attach here. So if block, we can block this side. We give up a little bit some points on this area. White did push here. So against block, just cut, take these stones. Yeah, I guess just now just push here. If there's a better way to play here, I would try to think. Maybe honey, but then this kind of cut. Usually just cutting off these two stones is the best way to take away kind of forcing moves from your opponents. Maybe could be extend to try to add the weakness there. But then usually I'll just push through. I think that's okay. So maybe something on the bottom side, Atari, yeah, peep. Looks pretty good. Maybe still trying to cut off the whole group like this. Yeah, that one I will connect. Maybe move like here. Could be painful. Yeah, so one line further down. Yeah, kind of the same idea, surrounding the whole group. Yeah, might be bad to just go for this type of thing, because now in the center it kind of smells trouble. So if you can live without too much damage, it's fine. Something around here, attach. Yeah, that's problematic. I don't know what to do. If you play here, white's gonna try to maybe extend this side. Then you poke something here. Next, white attaching here is gonna be really severe. So you cannot kind of play away and do something. You could say the weak points around here, so trying to go on this side might be important. I'll try to attach. Have a lingering shape here this way. Simply honey. So there was a bit of concern that side. Maybe I could extend white will extend there. This one I think just extend, maybe go back here. So if you extend this one, you can kind of capture this one stone, but then white can maybe extend here, take this eye shape away around there. I'm gonna play here. Maybe this honey is better, but yeah, pushing here. So that would just bump. Aim at this kind of cutting point right here. Maybe now it's just like endgame mode. Yeah, that's pretty big. Just connect here, I guess. Don't know if it's better to just crawl. Gotta connect. Jump here. We didn't do much, huh? Like just did push through, but the whole center group is in jeopardy here. I mean, bump, maybe white's gonna play some move from here. But then bump, maybe there's, you can use this cutting point, kind of attach here type of move. Against bump, this one I might just turn. And if he plays something around here, probably there should be possible of an eye on this side of the board. Maybe jump. Let's bump here, because if not, it's gonna be complicated. So white just fix this point. It's not a very good sign that white is playing so fast here. Yeah, try to use this cut somehow. Maybe here we can make an eye this way. Around here. In fact, this area I might play here to make an eye, so attach honey cut here, can still keep an eye this way. We want to aim at this cutting point, but nothing seems to be working that well. Unfortunately. Only this move is annoying here, because if turned, wedge and cut still is possible. Yeah, there's a lot of details that white has probably figured out here. Yeah, we might be in trouble. It's no good way. No good way to make eyes. Yeah, this is this is bad. Don't know what to do, man. This is going to be, yeah, this kind of point is annoying. Cannot do anything about it. Okay, I'm gonna try to attach and maybe create something, but at this point I feel kind of already hopeless to live with this kind of group in the middle. I want to use this cutting point. Don't know how it's the best. So we cannot cut through this simply from white. It's not going to work. Switch here. White would just block. Okay, I did play this move. I'm just going to connect. Could have crawled, maybe that was better. Okay, connect. Trying to do something here. Did protect this way. Maybe jump here and then play this kind of tigers. Here, peep, and then jump. Or hane. And then put a move somewhere there. Try to live. Because I can't actually, white can just push one play here. That's not going to work. Let's play this peep here. Let's just connect. Can still play this one, make a knight this way. So in order to use this cutting point this way, I think we need to hane. Maybe jump and then threaten to jump the other side. Could be a bit better. I think hane though. Usually white will turn and block. And this should be a knight here. So technically, actually here, atari, still this kind of thing remaining. Atari and then attach to take this eye away. I should play a move around here if we can. So you have one eye here, this one, but you're not gonna have here. So if you can make an eye on other parts, that should be good. Maybe that cut white would just atari from the outside. And yeah, that doesn't work. Question is, how do you make this eye there? So that one, there's this kind of move. Probably here is the best. Maybe play some exchange around here first. But that one, the white's gonna end up playing this one anyways, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna play here and try to hope. Simply this one. Okay. Just need to connect. It's There's not a moose here. Attaching, so I was thinking honey. This one cut here, this one right here, you can make a knight this way is what I thought. The only move is honey, so I can play here. Maybe I missed something. Yes, a cut. Might actually be dead. Yes, extend white can play here. Like to use this, but seems to be just not working. Maybe that and then. Maybe I could threaten a bit there to make some eyes with forcing moves here, but yeah, seems difficult. Guess we could try to extend here, make some argy with this move. Attach me. Let's try to extend. Guess to maybe gonna play some different moves on this side. White did just play here, fix the weakness. There's nothing to be done around here. The problem is white can always play here and take this highway. This one attach, white would just push through without any problems. God, I guess it's GG's, but I want to try to still make some last attempt. I don't see anywhere to go. It seems to just hold everything together. There's no weakness around here too much. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna resign. This is probably GG's. So the whole center group is dead right here. Okay, I did resign, but it seems like we could cut, or maybe you could actually live. But yeah, I did resign this game, but okay, there was maybe some things to do. Take. I guess don't resign too early. I just didn't know where to start to make the kind of cutting point aji. It seems like you can kind of continue and play something around here, like connect this here, just showing some moves. That one just block, connect. Game variation here, the bot is trying to play something here and then cut off this side. So it seems like a problem on this side of the board. But yeah, couldn't read all this. So this here. I think this can move it and jump. Because this is not actually centered. I don't know, it's way too complicated. I guess black can survive, but you give up this top side type of thing. Yeah. Guess need to improve a bit more. I just want to check where the game did wrong. So let me just switch the screens here. So we're back at the main screen here. So that was the final situation of the game. And yeah, it seems like we can kind of cut here and maybe use the weakness on the outside and live with the stones. But as you can see, it's very kind of one-sided. If you miss one move, you're just dead in a whole center and couldn't read, so I just resigned at this point, thinking that this is just dead. Maybe could have continued with some moves, but couldn't come up with the ideas. And yeah, probably need to put some time limit from next time. So I'm thinking about putting one stone, adding one stone when I lose, and then removing one when I'm winning. So next time we should be 5 handicap. So yeah, we're gonna try to put a limit on time, and then yeah, try to go this way. Hopefully for you guys it's better viewing experience. So let me just go back briefly just to do a quick review. So yeah, when you play against kind of Katago, it's always going to be looking like this. Just they're gonna grind you down like bit by bit slowly. But just want to go through maybe the points that were important to be better, like in terms of like the whole game management. So I think this one probably extending was better with this kind of playing the big points, letting white cap and then block the corner or jump here, reduce the center. Because locally, jump this one, preventing this, but this kind of Hane Atari is a bit painful, and white can have some room with this kind of group as well. So that's the first thing. And then this one, probably this one was one of the kind of worst moves. I should have played jump or pushed. I thought about this briefly, but couldn't figure out how to really think about giving up these 2 stones for the center. But yeah, should be okay. We have some support here, weakness around here. For white to really try to go after the whole group here, even if you can cut off, seems to be really difficult. So yeah, this move I'm not really happy about it. Seems like it's still block and then respond there and let white kind of do some things in quarter, but I wasn't really kind of feeling okay about it. So this is why I did put move here, not have this block, but having a stone right here than this one. And it seems like here jump maybe was better. Kosumi, I thought about this as well. Yeah, I didn't see this response or protecting against this cutting point, but actually here don't block, you can actually extend this one, because this is not going to work. You cannot cut because of this, and it snap back here. That should have been something that could have been read. Yeah, if I've seen this, white needs to go back here to prevent this snapback, and then you can connect, and yeah, the cut doesn't really work. You can net here and then try to kind of gain on this side of the board, give up this area, so that's not good for white. And you can be safe with this group once you can connect to the bottom side. So yeah, I think that was key. If I've seen this one, then probably we could have been okay with the center, because now actually the connection here on the bottom side isn't too good. But once you don't respond here and you play that one, I think this is where the game went really wrong. So I tried to be a bit too cute. So if white plays this one, I was trying to block and then play it this way. That way just here, but maybe the AI doesn't really like it still. Because technically you don't have an eye here and you get still surrounded. Yeah, maybe it's not really good thinking here from black. Yeah, just block and then extend. If I found this was way easier. And actually with these moves you decrease the center part quite a lot. And it's just gonna be endgame, but black's kind of four corners are gonna be kind of yeah, being shown that it's too big comparing to this one. So after this, the game did go wrong. And after you get surrounded like this, it gets really scary. And couldn't figure out what to really do to live. So it seems around here I played well, but then couldn't figure out. So here there's some variation to trade for the top side, and I should try to evaluate this to give up the center and take the whole top side. And if that's good enough, then go for this and just play the end game. But yeah, didn't think of this one at all. So yeah, this was kind of the few mistakes. So to not think this one, to let white kind of push through here, and this kind of move. So I would say this kind of big mistakes and being too cute around here. Yeah, apart from that, obviously the AI are like extra strong, so they would just punish you for each kind of big blunders of mistakes. So we'll try to do better next time. So should be 5 handicap versus AI the next time. Yeah, if you have any feedback, I'll be happy to listen from you guys. So type in the comments, like the video if you'd like, and sub on the channel for more content like this. I'm also streaming on Twitch daily, so evening time Japan, so I'd be happy if you can join there. Follow my channel if you'd like to as well. And then what else? Yeah, so I'm gonna try to put a time limit from next time. Maybe this way I can play a bit faster. So for this video I'm gonna put all the footage out there, but maybe I'm gonna try to improve trim so that it's kind of better viewing experience from next time. So yeah, hopefully you still enjoyed this video, and see you guys next time. So have a nice day and bye.